Hey Rifters, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out Dream. I actually received this game from Nemu2. He's a very good friend and I wanted to thank him very much for giving me this game. It's really appreciated. I've been actually waiting to check this game out. It just received Oculus Rift support. The game is currently still in alpha state, so there are some bugs and it's not finished by far. And I'm sure that the Oculus Rift support's probably going to have quite a few bugs as well. It did recommend that you actually play the game before you play the Oculus Rift version, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want to spoil it for the Oculus Rift, so I'm going to go ahead and just step into it with the Rift. Alright, so this game, you're actually a young man named Howard Phillips who has developed an obsession with his dreams. It's filled with unique puzzles, secrets, and horrors, since he can enter into nightmares, I assume, which is going to be really freaking cool in the Rift. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and step into Dream. Alright guys, before we get started, I did want to mention that I have already played the first part. I did already do a recording, but I was having some issues with lag and a couple other bugs. I have been able to get rid of the lag issue somewhat, so I'm going to go ahead and re-record so the video isn't so choppy. There is a couple other bugs that I will mention once we get into the game. But anyway, there is some nice options in here. It's just like any other game. You can control all your video settings and stuff. You can continue. You don't have to worry about playing all the way through. We're going to start with a new game though. And yes, we're going to mess up my current settings, but that's fine. Alright, so you start out with this really bright light. I cannot read what it says in the Rift. It's just too bright. But it looks really badass with all these cubes flying past you. If you look behind you, you can see this black hole thing kind of spitting these cubes out or breaking apart, which looks really cool. And I do get a little bit of a sense of motion from this, because stuff's kind of flowing past me, which is really great in the Rift, because it's really hard for me to get that actual sense of motion. Alright, so the game starts you out, you're actually sleeping on your couch and you wake up. Your vision's all messed up because you just woke up, which is really cool. There is a voice in the background that's yourself talking. To slow down the sensitivity there. One of the bugs that I noticed when I played before was the mouse. It'll hang up for a second as you're moving it. And the developer actually said that that's a problem with UDK, with the OUDK, the Oculus version of UDK, where if you're not moving your head, the mouse kind of hangs up, and they're trying to fix that. So hopefully in the future that will be fixed. It's not that big of a deal. Another thing that I did mention to him was the height issue. As you can see, this light bulb is like right on my head, which it makes me feel like I'm either really freaking tall, I don't know, like 7 foot or something, because as you can see, the doorways and stuff here are almost hitting me in the head, it feels like. Which, as I said, this game is still in alpha state, so everything is subject to change, and hopefully they do fix these small little problems. Other than that, though, the game looks really freaking badass. This room looks really well detailed. Everything looks really good. Let's go over here and interact with stuff. You can turn the TV on and off. You can actually walk around the house and check everything out. I'm not going to show the entire house. Just for the sake of time here, I am going to cut out most of this house here. You can interact with a lot of objects, which is great. When you turn on the record player here, you can actually see that it's actually, the record's actually moving around, which is a really nice touch. Alright, so here we are back at the bedroom that you've seen in the menu. I didn't really look around it on the menu because I wanted to actually look around in the video. Those darts stand out really well. If you walk too close, it kind of pokes you in the eye, which is kind of disorientating there. It kind of jabs you in the eye. I really like that everything actually works in this. The clocks tick, the radio, the record player downstairs actually works. The fan's actually moving. It's all nice little touches that really add to immersion. And of course you got this old school Super Nintendo, which is really freaking epic. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to sleep and get on with the actual part of the game. So you wake up in a dream. I guess that's what you would call it. It's just cubes floating around. It's kind of this blank white area, which is kind of cool. You kind of just explore around. Alright, so this next area is actually where I stopped playing before. So I'm not sure what happens after this. This is actually the background image that you've seen at the very beginning of the video, which looks really nice, and you can explore all around here. I didn't actually do too much exploring, so we're going to do that now. Go ahead and check everything out. The details in here look really freaking good, especially since the resolution of the Rift is so low. But everything still looks really freaking good. We'll pick up this little orb here. Alright, so when you look at text, it is one of the known issues in the Oculus Rift version. You can't actually see everything. They haven't scaled it down correctly yet. But that will be fixed in the future, hopefully. So I couldn't actually read it, but luckily he does read everything to you, so you don't have to worry about that.
Huh. All those TVs remind me of the media storage room at university.
Oh, that light is so bright. So you are in some type of, like, junkyard of your mind, I guess it would be. Oh yeah, and you do have an inventory. I haven't got past this part, so I'm not sure what it's used for. That is I, if you're wondering. They don't really have controls yet or set up to what stuff does yet. When looking this way, the sun is just extremely bright. It kind of distorts stuff. It's really hard to see. Hopefully that's toned down a bit in the future. It's really incredible running around this landscape. It's one of the better graphical games that I've played. There we go, a little viewing area.
Having a map should help me find my way around. Not that it looks like there's much to see.
Okay, so we got a little map here. Desert Park. Let's see if I can actually... Oh, I can open the inventory. There's my mouse cursor. Go ahead and click that. Oh, that is really cool. Map actually opens up. You are here. Go ahead and close that back up. I really like that the map actually opens up in front of you there. Very nice little touch. The walk speed is a bit fast. It's not that big of a problem out here, but in the house you kind of tend to run into things because you're moving just a little bit too fast. We're going to go ahead and check out the Hollow. It sounds kind of scary. Hopefully we can get into a nightmare. That looks really cool with the little archway rocks above you. The light shining through looks very badass. Alright, so I seem to have found some type of cave thing here. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, that is going through my head there. We're going to go ahead and duck down. Oh, that's very cool. The light streams falling down in the sand. You can tell they put in a lot of detail into this. It's really freaking cool. Alright, seem to have found something here. Coming out of the... I guess it was the catacombs, I think it was. Took me a while to get out here. I did cut out... I'm going to be cutting out a lot of that. Because it was just me running through the catacombs getting lost. Still a very cool experience actually running through them.
What's that noise?
Yeah, it's pretty loud noise. Static on a TV.
Whose computer is this? There's no point having a password if you stick it to the screen for anybody to see.
Alright, so I did have to Alt-Tab to get the password because I can't really read it. Actually, now that I know what it says, I can read it just fine. That's kind of funny. There is a Rift guide in the discussions forums on Steam for this. He did kind of give you the stuff like that because some of the stuff is hard to read. It is a known issue. Let's go ahead and log in here. It's just very cool that you can actually use the computer. I really like that. Alright, so you can do all kinds of stuff on here. It's very cool, very interactive. I really like this a lot. But we're going to go ahead and click out of here for now. So that means I've got to turn all these lights off. Oh shit, what is that? Run! Holy fuck. Oh, that was creepy. I don't know if you can die in here, but I'm not gonna chance it. It really reminded me of the smoke from Lost. I'm not sure where it went. I'm actually gonna follow, see if I can get a better look at it. Kind of freaked me out there. Oh god. Oh god. Oh! Oh, this can't be good.
Kill me. Good.
Woo! He said the same exact thing I was thinking. It didn't kill me good. Alright, so I got all the lights off. Not sure what's gonna happen once you turn all the lights off. I hear that damn smoke monster. Which is freaking creepy.
Okay, one maze down. Just 3 to go.
Alright, so I actually found all the lights in there and the door switched. As you can see, I got 57. There's a nice little monitor here, and there's 3 other rooms that you gotta go through. I'm not gonna play through all this for you guys. I do plan on playing it myself. But I want to leave some of this for you guys to check out yourselves. Well guys, that was Dream, or a very small portion of Dream at least. Like I said, I don't want to go through the whole game. I'm not sure how long it is. I assume it's a decently long game. I know there's 2 different chapters, and that was just one maze, just turning the lights off in the first little part, finding the maze. All that was really epic. It's very immersive. The sound is incredible. It goes really well with it. It's very relaxing. And when I seen that smoke, it really freaked me out because I didn't know if it could kill me or what the hell it was even about. Which really gave you that dream state where you don't really know what's going on in a dream. You just kind of doing it. It's very cool. I really like everything about this game. Knowing that the bugs that are in the game, it's not a problem because this is an alpha game, so they're most likely going to be smoothing these bugs out in the future. Like I said at the very beginning of this video, the Oculus Rift support was just out this week, I think it was. So, and they've already had 2 updates since then fixing things, which is really great to see. They are updating very quickly. Overall, I definitely recommend this game if you have a Rift. Even if you don't, this does work on a monitor, by the way. They built it for the monitor first with the Oculus Rift in mind, actually. They just added the support later once they got a little bit further down the road. So if you don't have Oculus Rift, I definitely recommend it for that too. But in the Oculus Rift, everything looks beautiful. It's one of the best looking games I've seen in the Rift. Being able to experience dreams, and I've played as much as you guys have seen. I mean, I obviously cut some stuff out so you wouldn't have to watch me run around, but I really can't wait to get back in there and finish playing the game. And I don't usually finish playing Rift games. I'm usually play it, check it out, on to the next one. Except for a few, of course. There is a couple games that I do go back and play that I really enjoy. And this is definitely going to be one that I'm going to play all the way through. This game is currently $14.99. They did just have a special promotion, but by the time you guys see this video, the promotion's probably going to be over. But they have run a couple different sales on it before, so there probably will be sales in the future. But even at $15 for this game, I definitely recommend picking it up. $15 is not a lot of money. I've spent more on way stupider things. Not saying this is stupid, but I've spent $15 on some pretty stupid things, especially games nowadays. but this one's definitely worth the money. As always, guys, I will leave links for this game in the description below. If you have any comments, questions, or requests, please post them below as well. If you like this video and would like to see more videos, please like and subscribe. Go ahead and add me on Facebook and Twitter if you haven't done that already. And thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the game.